what is the role of the city attorney's office in providing legal assistance to the neighborhood councils? The West Side Neighborhood Council asked for information about a development in their area, and the city attorney's office answered that because the project was in litigation, no information or assistance could be given because the city attorney represented the city. We thought neighborhood councils were part of the city. What would you do? And you have 30 seconds. Oh, who's first? Noel, you go first.
Fabulous question. Number one, the city attorney's office, I would not give that advice. Number two, I want to empower the neighborhood councils by giving written advice in response to questions that the neighborhood councils raise, and I want those opinions on record on the internet and available for all neighborhood councils. So as far as, and in terms of any specific land use issue, I think it's important that the neighborhood councils have the benefit of independent planners as well. And I would advocate, by the way, for a city attorney to be a certain percentage, maybe if, oh, time is up. All right, sorry. To be continued.
Okay, but did everybody answer?
No, I just answered and then the other three.
Okay, so Nutch, you go next.
Okay, there are some issues that are presented that are kind of complicated, and I don't want to get into privileges as not. There are state bar ethical issues, and last thing I want to do is have the city attorney of Los Angeles dishonored by being censured by the state bar. So what we need to do is go into the city council first and amend our ability to communicate with the neighborhood councils. We need to be able to share information. No more secret deals. I will go in on cases that are controversial and high profile because there's a need to know. I will ask the city council to waive the attorney-client privilege to the extent that they can share that material with the city neighborhood coalitions. I think it's important. I also intend to expand the neighborhood prosecutor to become not only the neighborhood prosecutor, neighborhood city attorney, and work on CEQA issues for the neighborhood council.
Okay, thank you. David.
Thank you. Okay, it raises a very interesting problem that often faces us as prosecutors. We can't give legal advice other than in the prosecution of a case. The defense bar often has the same problem too. When they have two clients, okay, or two parties, and there's possible adverse interest there. So what did they do? What did the Public Defender's Office do? They instituted the alternate Public Defender's Office. And maybe if we have two similarly situated groups, such as the City of LA and neighborhood councils, and they're both part of the city, we need an alternate representative for the neighborhood councils. I would explore those possibilities to make sure they're properly represented. But it seems to me we should all be on the same page. There shouldn't be a need for conflict.
Michael.
Well, I think that it's essential for us as citizens, in order to be able to get the most out of the effort, resources, time and energy, not to mention money that we put into the neighborhood councils, that it's essential to give those neighborhood councils as many tools as possible to be able to help them understand what they can do to improve their communities. Part of that, I believe, is giving them legal resources, and I would agree with David that I think we need to explore the idea of creating an independent section of the city attorney's office that can provide advice to a neighborhood council so that they can fulfill their duties.